Hello and welcome to another episode of the Rocky Sports Talk Sheet. Um, we're going to be talking a lot about different things today. We're going to be talking about the women's NCAA Final Four. We're going to be talking about the men's NCAA Final Four. We're going to be talking about Andre Drummond and his 5 minutes Lakers debut and more about his injury on his toe. Just a lot of in-depth detail. Um, we're going to start this episode out with, let's talk about the tournament, okay? Let's start out with that. There's news. The games go on today. Now, the men's are on Saturday, but the women's Final Four games are tonight on ESPN. You could see Stanford 1 seed, Stanford against 1 seed South Carolina, 6 p.m. on ESPN, and then I think it's like 8:30, no, 9:30, 9:30. UConn 1 seed UConn versus 3 seed Arizona at 9:30 on ESPN. Let's go ahead and predict those 2 games there. And let's just go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and do my prediction here on who's going to win it all after that. First matchup, Stanford and South Carolina. I think this is probably going to be the best game of the Final Four. I think this one is a pretty good matchup. I am going to go South Carolina. Edging by Stanford in this one. I'll say something like, I don't know, maybe like 72 to 68. My final. 1 seed UConn and 3 seed Arizona. UConn. And I'll take UConn by probably about 20 plus. I'll take UConn 82. Arizona, you know what? 58. 82-58. UConn over Arizona. I don't like the matchup at all. Yeah, you beat Indiana, by double figures. But what you guys are good at, Indiana's. I don't know if you can match up with Page and everything at UConn. I think Arizona has got their hands full with UConn. And I'm gonna go ahead and go with for the 12th time. Not shocking. 12-time champions. They're going to be, in my prediction. They're 11, but it's going for 12. I think UConn wins their 12th national championship. Behind the first ever, I just want to say this, that have never been done in women's college basketball. Freshman Paige Bucher won AP Player of the Year in women's college basketball. First time a freshman has ever done that. And I think that she leads her team to the national championship for the 12th time. So I got UConn being the women's champion. On the men's side, 1 seed Gonzaga versus 11 seed UCLA. That is on Saturday. And these times are a little strange. 5:14 p.m. I knew I had to keep looking at my board behind me because some of the times I knew I was like are kind of weird. 5:14 p.m. Saturday on CBS. Gonzaga, and I got Gonzaga handily. I think they'll win by at least 16 to 20 points. Then you have the next game, 2 seed Houston versus 1 seed Baylor at 8:34. 8:34 on CBS this Saturday. I'm gonna take Baylor, and I think we're gonna have a Baylor and Gonzaga matchup in the finale. And I am going to say here, good job. I'm saying this is just my pick, so I'm assuming here. I'm gonna say if this does happen, good job to the newest member of undefeated champions and the last to do it since my 1976 Indiana Hoosiers. But I do foresee that we have somebody joining that undefeated team in an undefeated season as Gonzaga beats Baylor and wins the national championship. I do think that one is going to be close, and I think it will be within 6 or 8 points. I think 8 or less. That's what I got. So I don't think that one's going to be a blowout. I think that one's going to be a pretty good game. I don't think the women's. I don't think either one of the UConns are really going to be that close of games. In other sporting news today, also was sticking on UConn, women's UConn team there. Gino Auriemma had some things to say. And I also kind of agree with him. Look, there's a lot of things out there, people wanting, to be treated the same. The women with the whole NCAA in the weight room, they want to be treated the same as the men. Well, Gino Auriemma is like, well, I stop there. We want the same as men. So why don't we move the 3-point line to the same as the men's? Not a big deal to me. If you want to be treated the same, be the same. Let's not sugarcoat it. Let's do it. And honestly, I think it benefits. Honestly, because then you're learning more and you're getting better distance. And that's what WNBA really is they're shooters. So I think it'll help I think it'll help the overall game and stuff too. Evolve better and make them a little bit better and make them more sharpshooters. And yeah, I'd say do it. So I stand behind you on that one, Gino. Also, Gino Auriemma says the one and done rule. He's for the one and done rule, but he likes the current situation they have now in the rules with the women's. So I don't know about that. That one and done rule is kind of We also have like I said, we're gonna get on to different topics here. Look, I'm a Lakers fan. A lot of people, that play on social media and through because I play 2K. I play a lot of 2K. Play with a lot of people. I like the NBA, even though I haven't been watching it that much. But like I said, it's soft. But I am a Lakers fan. I grew up a Jordan and Bulls fan, and I also like the Lakers. And I loved Kobe. Kobe and Shaq. I grew up watching Kobe and Jordan. Basically, are my two favorite basketball players of all time. So the Lakers got Andre Drummond, and his debut lasted 5 minutes. He got hurt. His toe, lost toenail. But good news, Lakers fans and NBA fans. Sources close to it says that he'll be back soon. So that's good prognosis for the Lakers. I'm glad that's the case. It seems to be the case. So hopefully he'll be back, within a week or less. Maybe after maybe a few more games, and then he'll be on there. So yeah, so can't wait to see Andre Drummond back. I think he'll be amazing for the Lakers, and we'll see what happens. Yes, that was some blueberry Moscato wine there. Um, we got also um, Luca Garza is the men's NCAA AP Player of the Year out of Iowa. I definitely saw that coming, especially just the way he started his season was off the charts. Kind of he played great all year long. I mean, he had to have 40-point games, and just he was a beast all year. So not shocked by that. Um, and there was some skeptics behind the AP Coach of the Year. Uh, they whenever they hired him, they weren't this. A lot of people were like wondering it was a head scratcher to them, but I got to give him props. Did an amazing job, and you're building a good core down there, or as I should say, up there in Michigan. And so the men's college basketball AP Coach of the Year, Juwan Howard, Michigan. He was on, the Fab Five, back in the day. Um, I don't think anybody's questioning his coaching, questioning that coach hire anymore. I'll tell you that right now because he's done a hell of a job with Michigan. Elite Eight this year, the last Big Ten team standing this year. As like I said, just crazily how the Big Ten was so dominant in the regular season, and then tournament time hit. Yep, that happened. Just gas, and somebody pop pop that balloon because they were dropping like flies in the tournament and fast. So yeah, definitely the Big Ten dropped the ball. Other than Michigan, like I said, Elite Eight. That's an achievement. I mean, that's going far in the tournament. So Michigan, hell of a year. And Jawan Howard rightfully deserved that award, in my opinion. Um, Also, um, here I want to get on. Has anybody noticed lately Draymond Green has been like in the news about for different things, different reasons. Like earlier in the year, he was, hey, we got to get Devin Booker out of there, out of Phoenix. He needs to be on a contender. And now here they are in like the top 2, 3 seed in the West now. They got Chris Paul and got some pieces to fit with him real well, and they're doing amazing over there in the Western Conference and definitely down there in Phoenix this year. But he made his crazy comments there, got fined. Then just recently, it's not even a week ago, uh, the greatest defender of all time in the NBA, he says, called himself the greatest defender of all time. Crazy. Not true. And then this comes out. I'm starting to wonder. I'm starting to have in the front of my mind, not even in the back of my mind. We know Draymond and his antics on the court can be out there. But man, off the court, he's kind of. I'm kind of wondering if he's got a workable brain. As much as I thought he did, hell of a basketball player. Not judging his basketball player, but off like he comes across with some stupid stuff sometimes. I'm just gonna flat out say it. Like there's times where Charles Barkley, on TNT, people get on to about Charles Barkley. Some people get mad and think what he says is just crazy and lunaticy. And for the most part, it is. But he does come up with. He does say some. He does speak some truth. Now and then. And I do like his takes. I ain't gonna lie, I do like him. Even if I don't agree with him. Still a lot of them I find funny. Draymond Green said this, and man, it's weird. I don't know how to take it per se. Um, Draymond's basically to the play-in, chasing the play-in for the for the tournament this year. In the playoffs, because they're like the ninth seed or something right now. Uh, he's not about that. He, in his words, doesn't motivate me. The play-in doesn't motivate me. I was struck wrong by that. Now he did get in like full detail, like basically that, he hates losing. He only gets on the court to win. That's the mentality he has, and I fully 1,000% get that and agree with that mentality. You should never be happy or satisfied with losing, or think that losing is okay. But also in your case, Draymond Green, in your team's case, we understand why you're not winning. Katie leaves. Klay Thompson also out for 2 seasons in a row, with 2 separately bad injuries. And Steph, usually misses some game every year with a little, usually like a spring here, a spring there. So it's basically, you got a young team. You got James Wiseman. I like him. I said that was who I thought y'all should have went after, and I think I'm right. I think he's going to be an amazing NBA talent, and he's only going to get better. So yes, but you're missing key components, and your team isn't that good right now. When you get Clay back with Steph, and then you, and then Wiseman, that's going to be a team to be reckoned with. Now, I understand that you probably see this season as a lost cause. And you're not going to win the chip. At all. No chance. But you should still be motivated that whenever that tournament time comes around, and the play-in tournament, athletes have also another mentality. You got to have that never give up, and play through adversity and give everything you have and leave it all on the court. You also got to play with that mentality. So there I'm lost with Draymond Green. I will not agree with that comment on that aspect, because as an athlete, because I played sports too, as an athlete, even in track and field, I always was like, I have to keep practicing hard. Whenever I was at home, I ran all the time. And I got better and better every year with my times and speed and stuff and my stamina. And you just cannot have that, it's whatever kind of mentality. You just cannot have that. That cannot be, especially as a professional athlete. That has to be the farthest from your thought. So I was definitely blown away by that comment by Draymond Green. And honestly, hit me on the comments down below. Do y'all think that Draymond Green is worth having, because he's very vocal, he's very controversial. Usually stuff happens every year with him. Is he worth that? Like, in your mind, honestly, at this stage of his career, he's been in the league, I think, in like close to 10 years. Is he worth it? Is he worth the drama now? He's not what he used to be. He used to be able to score too. Like, he's a good passer and stuff. He is still a good defender, but he's lost a step. Is he worth having around? Let me know in the comment section below. I just think, some of his mentality I don't like, and I don't agree with it. Some of it I do. Some of its antics I definitely don't agree with. Like kicking somebody in the nuts and stuff like that, and all those texts and stuff, trying to put on this big boy persona. Just I don't know. And honestly, maybe Golden State went and got James Wiseman because maybe they're over his antics. And maybe in a year or two, that's going to be his replacement on that team. Draymond, to me, even though he's a great NBA player, he's not elite. He's not top 25. He's not top 25, 30 player, in my opinion, in the league today. I think you can find several players ahead of him that I would rather, build a team around and be on a team with. For the money and everything, to me, he's a headache. He's just a headache. Y'all can agree and disagree with me on that. That's fine. Opinion still stands. Also, we'll stay with some NBA. What did y'all think about that Kevin Durant and that Kevin Durant and Rappaport exchange? It got crazy. It wasn't that big of a deal. And then it became a big deal, and then it got ugly and ugly and uglier. And then KD just kind of went off. Just some inappropriate comments left and right. Well, he apologized. He said, he didn't want people to see that. What is that? You didn't want it to get leaked out there? Or are you truly sorry for what you said? Don't know. I just know that there's another guy who he's an amazing player. I love Kevin Durant's game. Love his game. I believe, to me, when healthy, he's better than LeBron James. I'm being dead serious. When they're both healthy, I would rather build around Kevin Durant than LeBron James if I had the option. I'm just gonna be flat out honest here. His offensive game and his shooting is just way more better than LeBron's. And he can attack too. He can't attack the rim like LeBron, but he can still attack. And he's definitely a better three-point, to me, he's better three-point shooter, especially in the crunch, than LeBron James. And whenever they faced each other in the finals, head-to-head, he straight took it to LeBron and gave it to him. So whenever that happened, I had to respect that because it wasn't he was going at LeBron's teammates and winning the chip. He was taking it to LeBron, to take the chips to him. So I just. Yeah, I think he's sorry that it got leaked out. I don't know if he's sorry for what he said, but definitely, if I was you, look, man, you're an amazing, amazing great, one of the greatest to ever lace them up. please just kind of clean up your act because that does look bad. I don't want you to be in a bad limelight. So I think that look, I mean this with all due respect, but you're an emotional guy. You don't work well with social media. I think you should be one of the players that actually cuts off social media, gets off social media, and does no social media. I think that truly would benefit you, Kevin Durant, the most. The most. Tweak out all the noise and just go on about your time. Because I know you're not the greatest with with reporters and stuff like that and questions. And anybody critiques you in any way, you have to attack them back. You're kind of a softie in that area. I'm just saying, it's the way you present yourself. That's how you come across. You can't handle that stuff. I think you just need to get off of it, Kevin Durant. Dead serious, because too many times you made yourself look like a fool, and I don't want you to hurt your brand or hurt your image because, dude, you're one hell of a great NBA player and one of the greatest to ever play. I am dead serious. I've never seen a 7-footer that can shoot like you, man. Ever. You are nasty. Now, we also have teams in the NBA that are also trying to get with the execs and stuff, and basically are complaining about how teams are building their rosters lately, and all these super teams and stuff like that, and the buyouts and stuff. I think they need to fix some of this stuff. I ain't gonna lie. Because it hurts whenever you got so many bad teams and you got so little good ones. Or it makes like ratings wise, I think that's what's killing the ratings. Because honestly, the ratings in the NBA hitting low, rock bottom. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons why is because there's so few teams that are actually really legitimately have a chance. So few every year. And that's because you got 5, 6 teams that are stacked with the talent. And the other teams eat the leftovers. The Lakers are whining and dining at a 5-star restaurant, while over half of the league is just eating the spaghetti that was just made 2 nights ago at home. That's really what it seems like. That's what it feels like. Anybody give the Atlanta Hawks a chance this year? No. Got good talent on the team, but ain't got a chance in hell. What about the Orlando? No. Because they traded away all their pieces. And sent them to the top teams to make them even better. That's the issue here. Now, I would have liked that trade better if you would have put it to another good team that could contend with the top 2 teams. I don't know, the Mavericks, the Dallas Mavericks or something. Make it, give a 6, 7, 8 seed some talent on these trades. And then maybe they can claw back up to the 4, 5 seed and contend and compete. The NBA's better whenever you got legitimately 10, 12 teams that can compete for that in the playoffs. Not really legitimately. Once you're a 4 seed to the 8 seed on both sides, you're done for the most part. You are done. Other than last year, and that's basically because the Heat was the perfect recipe for the Bucks. And I even called it before that playoffs happened. I remember playing 2K and telling my buddy Giddy all the time, they are done. They are losing. I'm calling it right now. Even before game 1, I said the Heat are straight up gonna whoop up on the Bucks, and it happened just because the matchup. So that's a rare, 4 or 5 seed that gets that did great, and that's a rarity. Rarity. Now, if you're like a 4 or 5 seed, you really don't stand no chance in hell. Now, the only way they will is if the Lakers stay injured and they get that 4 or 5 seed. They stay in that 4 or 5 seed spot whenever a playoff team comes. Don't think that if they got everybody back and healthy as a 4th or 5th seed, if they can't go all the way to the NBA Finals, because they can healthy. So that might be my only okay, this is, yeah. So I think that the execs do need to. I do think that the NBA does need to try to needs to look at their current rules and look at the current structure. And I do think that they need to make some tweaks to make the NBA better, because they are losing fans at a rapid rate, and also it doesn't help with China. You might want to try to fix that relationship. But I mean, your numbers are going down. Everything's going down. Now's the time to try to fix it, in my opinion, if I was the NBA commissioner there. The game isn't as awesome as you claim it is and you think it is. There's a lot of issues. A lot of issues. Also, I'm going to be looking into, but the last I heard, because I am a big Conor McGregor fan. I love UFC. I used to do MMA and cage fighting myself. And him and Poirier, I believe, could be coming out really soon. The reports are that they are extremely close to locking in a third fight between them, and I cannot wait. I hope this does happen. I will take McGregor in the next fight, but I also want UFC fans out there to know that there is a talks right now that have heated up and seem to be getting closer and closer and closer. If not, it could be done and finalized right now, for all I know. But in the last 48 hours, it seems like it has really, really, really picked up to being booked. So it looks like I think they were talking June or July of this year is whenever this third fight is set to potentially happen. I'll keep you all updated on that and see if that is. But I'm pretty sure that here soon we're going to be hearing Conor McGregor and Poirier 3 in the UFC. So I can't wait. Hopefully that does happen, like I said, and Conor can revenge his last loss. And I think it would be a great fight, third time around. So, again, listen, I hope that y'all stick around. Y'all, I know a lot of y'all it's a long video. I don't want to watch the whole video. This really isn't I don't make many clips here, people. That's not my go. I'm more of like a radio sports podcast, talk show here on YouTube. That's what I'm going with, and if you guys are wanting to hear different topics, talk about different things, this is the place for you. If you're wanting these little freaking 5-10 minute videos, go somewhere else with that crap. I think that's highway robbery, honestly. I think it's stupid. I'm here to talk about sports and different sports. Not just one little topic and then make a video 2 days later. I'm doing videos sometimes several times a day. So if you could, please support this channel. Please, whenever y'all view these, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like, comment down below, get involved in conversations on these topics. That's fine. That's what's going to improve this channel. But I'm trying to make this better. Like I said, once this grows and grows and grows and grows, and once I finally get monetized, my goal is to get even better equipment, better picture quality, everything, and turn this into something big. Maybe overtake freaking stupid ESPN, since they've gone downhill for the last decade. That might be a small little goal on my little checklist there. But anyways, please like it, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I do appreciate the viewers out there who have been watching the videos. I do really appreciate it. But I really need those subscribers and stuff to help out the algorithm and to help this channel. Cause I ain't got it like a lot of these career YouTubers. I ain't got the money to put in. I mean, so I just really need subscribers. So thank you very much. And until next time, I hope y'all come back again. Thank y'all. Peace out, everybody.